Hi, welcome back to another Love in Paradise recap. This is season 4, episode 7. Let's just jump right into it and start with Luke and Meline. So in this episode, Luke and his child bride Meline go salsa dancing because he sucks. And she's really good and she wants him to improve.
Look at this place.
Since Meline and I have met, she's been trying to get me to go dancing for the longest time. I love to dance, but there's just something about salsa dancing that's a little intimidating.
So they go to this bar. I don't know if it's like a salsa lounge, but nobody else is dancing except for them. So she gets on the dance floor. By the way, she's in this fluorescent, no, is it fluorescent? No, it's more like a bright fuchsia pink outfit. And she's in these like 5-inch heel platforms that make her tower over Luke, and it just made him look so teeny tiny. And that's no shade to his height. Obviously, if anybody is towering over the other person is gonna look extra tiny. So they're in the middle of the dance floor where nobody else is dancing. It's just Meline and Luke, and she's trying to teach him all the steps, and he just can't follow it. He sucks. And this random man, okay, someone's dad, comes up to Luke, and he's like, "Can I dance with her?" And he's like, "Yeah, go ahead. Go right ahead. Yeah, sure. Be my guest." Well, both of them forgot to ask the little girl because she was just like, "I don't really want to dance, but okay." Like, she didn't want to dance with him.
I can't. Yeah. Come on. Go do it.
So they ended up dancing, and he was a decent dancer. And he was like, "Yeah, you need to dance like me." And Luke was like, "Oh my God, I need to learn from you. Da, 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 da." And then he had his own interview scene, the random man at the lounge.
Y le falta un poquito de coordinación al hombre. La forma de bailar, sí, pienso que es norteamericano o europeo.
And how funny was it that under his name, it literally said better dancer than Luke. Also, at one point, Luke dipped Meline and one of her 9-inch daggers fell off. And it was so crazy to see how long her nails were. When she showed us her hand, the finger where her nail broke looked significantly shorter than the rest.
Oh. I got you now. Oh. Sorry.
I told you every day, be careful with my nails. Be careful with my nails.
The next morning, they're packing up to go on their mini vacation to Guatape. It's a glamping site, and they're in these big dome tent-looking things, and I thought it was pretty cool. The scenery was gorgeous, and I felt like they could get some great content for their Instagram there.
Everyone gets a dome that you live in. This is literally paradise. I don't know what else I could ask for.
Let's get it.
Oh, he's so cute.
Medeline's happy, Luke is happy, they look deep into each other's eyes, and they do their weird little kiss.
So beautiful.
The sun is setting and they jump into the water and they start making out like crazy. Apparently his friend Brian, remember Brian, the one who told him to get a prenup? He is on his way to the glamping site with his girlfriend, and he has something important to tell Luke, because apparently there are some rumors swirling about Maddie that he needs to know, but he can't tell him over the phone because the cameras aren't there, so he's gonna wait to see him in person so he can do it in front of Luke and Meline and in front of the cameras.
But I'm worried.
Now it's the morning after and they're in bed with 2 fur coats. It was really weird. I was like, what the hell happened? And they're shoving each other off the bed. And I mean, clearly they have a very playful relationship, because I remember on the salsa dancing night, they also shoved each other. And I guess it's a thing they do. Remember at the airport when she met up with him, she was just hitting him and banging his head with the balloons that he bought her.
I'm so excited to see.
So I guess it's like a consistent thing in their relationship. It's obviously playful and, you know, they're just horsing around. While they're eating breakfast, Luke can't help himself but to think about that rumor Brian mentioned. What could it possibly be? Could it possibly have anything to do with the last rumor he heard 6 months ago? Apparently there was a rumor that Maddie hooked up with another guy.
About 6 months ago, there was a rumor going around that Meline had hooked up with another guy. She denied it, and I chose to believe her.
Of course, she denied it, and she was like, "Look, it's not funny. You think it's funny? Why are you laughing? It's not funny. I never cheated on you with another guy." She tells him she loves him and that she did everything for him. And then Luke says, Because I think I'm the best opportunity for you. Dun dun dun. You think I see you as an opportunity? It's not funny, Luke. It's not funny. Why are you laughing, Luke? It's not funny.
Because I think that I am the best opportunity that you have.
Best opportunity you think I have it.
I sold everything so that I could buy an apartment here. I didn't have to do
This
that.
is something you wanna do.
Yeah, and
so
I
when
also-
you make to do something, it's not a sacrifice.
100% is a
You
sacrifice.
make your decision to come here.
But in order to make it work, I had to
How
do
you
things.
talk to me? When you gonna to learn to respect to me? When?
So that's where their segment ends, and we're gonna find out in the next episode what this rumor is. By the way, I did hear on Reddit and on social media that she might be an escort, and people are slut shaming her. First of all, who cares if she's an escort, okay? Also, I feel like this is a really bold thing to spread a rumor about. Like, why are people talking about it as if it were a fact? Like, you guys don't know anything. We don't know anything. Someone could have literally pulled this out of their ass. So I don't think it's cool to spread this around and talk about it as if it's factual. Moving on to Sean and Aaliyah. Now, I just can't help the way I feel about this couple. I can't help it. I just think they're so cute together. I know there's a huge age gap and it's kind of creepy, but I don't know why. It just doesn't creep me out that much. I just want them to work out. And if they don't work out, then that's okay too, because I understand how complex and complicated their relationship is. But yeah, I just like them as a couple, and also I like them as people individually. Aaliyah wants to take Sean to her favorite waterfall, and she brings Jackie along. Remember, Jackie is her BFF.
To celebrate the engagement, I want to do something really fun. So we are going to a jungle tour because there is a beautiful waterfall there.
And in the car ride, Sean talks about how when they go back to LA, he has a room for Aaliyah that she can set up as her glam room. How freaking sweet!
Design it the way she wants and make it into like a glam room, and then
Like your own dressing room, Sean? That's really thoughtful. That's really sweet.
Yeah.
And Jackie's like, oh my God, that's so freaking sweet of you, Sean. I'm really, really glad, because this is going to be such a hard transition for Aaliyah. Like, she's going to go in a foreign country where she's not going to know anybody or anything, and she's going to have to learn the language, and it's going to be so hard for her. And I'm like, girl, you are making things worse. Like, you're giving her major anxiety. Like, shut up. Then things take a sharp left when Jackie starts asking Sean about his life insurance policy. I was like, what? Who asks that? She was like, so Sean, are you going to make her sign a prenup? And he was like, okay, whoa, who are you to be asking me this?
Have you thought about like prenups or things like that? What will happen?
we haven't talked about that yet.
She's ignoring the uncomfortable social cues that he's throwing at her. And she goes, because I know you're successful and she really has nothing. And I'm pretty sure you have kids and you want them to be taken care of. But do you have enough for Aaliyah to be taken care of after you take care of your kids?
And then because, you know, like you're a little older, you mentioned that you have kids and things, so you want to make sure that they're taken care of. Will you make sure that she's taken care of as well?
And then Jackie goes, what about your life insurance policy? Do you have enough on your life insurance policy? Bitch, what?
I mean,
Like, do you have enough
you're
life insurance policy, Sean?
The audacity of this girl to ask her friend's fiance about his life insurance policy. Wow, the audacity. I mean, can you imagine if you were hanging out with your friend and she asked your partner about his or her life insurance policy? Sean is understandably taken aback, but he's very polite. And he says, well, I just got engaged 2 hours ago. I think I'm going to enjoy my engagement for a little bit before I think about how I'm going to die. They finally get to Aaliyah's favorite waterfall, and Aaliyah wants to do a photo shoot. So Sean's a photographer, and he's taking all these beautiful, gorgeous pictures of Aaliyah in front of the waterfall. And Jackie, can we take a moment to appreciate Jackie's big old booty? She has a big, giant dump truck behind her. I was shocked. Give me some of that. Okay, can you share, please? I was so jealous. She took off her sweater and it was like a badonkadonk. It's just not fair that some women are just super, super gifted and others or not. After the photo shoot, they have a little moment to talk, and Sean casually brings up how he was taken aback by all of Jackie's questions.
Obviously advise her because I was like, what the heck is she reaming me for on our vacation? We just got engaged 12 hours ago.
But Aaliyah admits that she's thankful for Jackie to be the one asking questions because she wants to know these answers, but she's afraid to. And then Aaliyah mentions how she's really afraid of going to America and having Sean be absolutely controlling of her because he's the one who has all the money. And then to go to America where she doesn't have anything and she can't even work, she doesn't have any say or power. She just doesn't want to be in that situation.
I know that Sean loves me, but what I'm doing, it's scary. I will be in his house and I will not have a job. I will not have my own money. I will be totally dependent, and that's really scary.
But then Sean reminds her, have I ever done that? I've never done that. I've never held money over your head. If you don't like something, we always have a discussion. And Aaliyah goes, yeah, that is true. But, Aaliyah's concerns are completely valid. If I were to go to a foreign country for my partner where I didn't know anyone, I didn't know the language, I'm not allowed to work there, I didn't have anything, I would be so scared. Last and very least, we have Ani and Kyle. Kyle meets Ani's best friend, Steph, and as soon as they meet, he's super awkward, as expected. He immediately word vomits, and listen, I understand social anxiety because I also have social anxiety and I also word vomit, so I understand where he's coming from, but we're talking about creepy Kyle, so I have very little sympathy or empathy for him. So he ends up word vomiting. He's like, ooh, hi, nice to meet you. So I'm a sperm donor and I love donating my sperm naturally by intercourse, of course. Oh, yeah. Oh, you're German. I have a German kid. Yeah, I think it's 6 years old by now.
Hey.
Hey, how are you? Oh my God, so this is Stephanie.
Hi, nice to meet you. Does she know I get people pregnant? I do that? I'm assuming you know that. You knew, of course you knew.
Steph goes, oh, okay. So I noticed you smile a lot. Your face lightens up when you talk about donation. You must really love it. And he goes, yeah, ooh, I really love it. It's really important to me, of course. Then Steph goes, so you never want to do it the proper way, going through a medical clinic, a sperm bank? And he goes, no, clinics are so cold and clinical and so proper. It's all just numbers on a vial, whereas I get to insert my hot dog into a warm apple pie and get the juices really flowing, you know what I mean? I don't know why I'm doing that voice, you guys. Some days I wake up super hyper and so freaking weird. And today is one of those weird days, sorry. And then on other days, I wake up super calm, super chill, and the energy is low. You're gonna see in my happily ever after recap. So yeah, my energy is just up and down all over in my videos. Ow, I just hit my head on the light. Okay, anyway.
There is women that are counting on me.
He's so delusional. Oh my God, he feels like he's saving all these women all over the world, when in reality, he is traumatizing them.
Maybe I'm not wasting my time. Maybe there is still something good coming out of this.
What the is wrong with Ani? Seriously. And why does Kyle constantly grab his throat? Why? I need to know. He expresses his big feelings he has for Ani and gets the approval of her best friend. They say goodbye to the friend and he brings Ani back to his donation Airbnb. She looks at the place and it's messy, it's a little bit dirty, but she thinks it's cute and she's laughing and giggling. And they sit on the couch and she goes, can you make the lights a little bit more cozy? It's very bright in here. I feel like I'm at a doctor's office. And he dims the lights and they get cozy on the couch. She's a little cold, so he grabs a sweater for her and she's like, oh, this is so American. And he's like, ooh, yeah. Kyle doesn't know how to act because he's never been close to a woman before. He's only been close with women he's donated his sperm to. So in a real relationship, he doesn't know how to act.
Let me get closer to you. Let me move these pillows. What do you mean?
That's not comfortable for me. Okay. Can you move a little bit?
And Ani goes, I want to know why you chose donations over a real relationship. And he tells her, oh, I've tried. I tried really, really hard to find a girlfriend, but I couldn't. Nobody liked me. And that's where I found donations. He also says some spiel about, oh, I was afraid that I'd never end up having kids because I couldn't get a girlfriend and I'd regret it, which is so bizarre because does he have a relationship with his 72 kids right now? I don't think so. So who cares about having kids if you don't have relationships with any of them? Ani finally realizes that he donates his sperm due to his trauma of being unwanted. So by donating his sperm, he feels wanted and needed by these women who are so desperately wanting children.
I'm realizing now that he had a couple of bad experiences that made like a hole inside, maybe low self-esteem.
I mean, how is this not ringing any alarm bells to her? Like, something is missing in her brain. Something is wrong with her. To my hetero ladies, just think about it, okay? Think about going on a date with a man and you really like him, but then you find out that he's never had a girlfriend. He's always wanted a girlfriend, but he's had so much trouble finding a girlfriend. And so the only way he felt like he could feel wanted was through sperm donation. And that's why he is naturally donating his sperm on his own without any medical assistance or like officiality. I don't even know if that's how you say it, but he just goes around donating his sperm naturally through intercourse because that's the only way he can feel desired and wanted. Does that not raise any red flags? So they're awkwardly cuddling on the couch.
Come here. I want to make you comfortable.
And he goes, ooh, want to move this to my bed? And she goes, listen, I don't want to have schmecks. I'm not ready for it. And he's like, oh, okay, that's fine. That's fine. You know, we can just cuddle. So they move to the bed. And he goes, but wait, let me just close the curtains so the cameras can't see us. So he closes his curtains. And then he goes, okay, wait, let me just turn off the lights. And he turns off the lights. And then Ani decides to stay the night. And we already know what happens because she ends up taking a pregnancy test. Yeah, there's something wrong with her. He's given her so many red flags and warnings for her to run, and she's not.
These sperm donations make him feel like I'm wanted, you know. There's people out in the world, they want me. Maybe another woman doesn't want to have a relationship with me, but these women, at least they want a baby with me.
So she's either a hired actress or she's... I'm not going to say it. Well, that's it for the recap. Let me know all your thoughts in the comments, and I will talk to you guys in the next one. Bye!